Rich. Oh, what's that?
I don't know, Pete. I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's
Is it like a? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, you'd think that top part was a handle, but it looks like two mace heads put together, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's quite strange. Oh, one day we'll find out. Maybe somebody will write in and tell you
Yeah.
because it's probably got a good description
Yes.
and another really good scabbard next to it too.
Yeah.
Oh, these pistols, the little ball triggers,
Yeah.
Michele locks,
So
Niello. Is that Niello and gilding?
yes,
So
yellow and
that's
gilding, both.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Indeed.
Because you just shove these in your belt. They did know about holsters, but they like to be much more ready.
Look at
Again,
this one.
this is beautifully made.
Yeah. Look
A
at this.
perfectly functional blade, a simplified but very expensive handle.
Yeah.
I mean, that's expensive. That's what walrus ivory or elephant ivory, silver gilt, and then you've got an ensuite scabbard to just make it even more impressive.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we have from the other side.
Oh yeah,
Let me see if I have a. Okay, yes, this is
oh
the
yeah,
handle of it. Look at this. It's silver wire.
wire wrapped. Yeah, yeah. See, it's interesting. People probably notice that the pommels of these shashkas bear a vague relationship to some types of yataghan, not the more um, developed yataghans, but they do look a bit like yataghans, and it's probably more closely related to bitchak dagger type pommels, but there's clearly a relationship, but it's not very obvious. And of course, the yataghan is recurved, and this is a saber blade. And look at that. That's a deep hollow ground
Yeah,
fuller with a very strong edge.
very, very strong
I
edge.
mean, they're really, this is, and again, silver niello. So
Yeah.
you've got silver with niello
Yeah.
inlaid and fired onto it. Um, the, yeah, oh, this is a nice helmet.
It is really beautiful
Yeah, this is
and
really,
nicely riveted again.
yeah, the quality of the mail in these things is exceptional. I mean, bear in mind, yes, they're gifts to the Tsar or to great boyars or generals or governors or whatever. So these are high status items to start off with. But really good quality mail like this is for use.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In India, when they made parade helmets, they used very fine, high quality buttered mail, but it wasn't going to protect you from much. It was just so you could go on parade and look very impressive. I mean, the Indians also made high quality riveted mail for actual battle use. But this is a kind of thing where it's halfway between. It's so good quality that you'd be worried to wear it into battle because it's worth so much money. On the other hand, if you're rich and powerful, you're not going to lose in your own mind. So this is perfectly safe while you're wearing it. I'm looking at the panels on the helmet too. decoration on the steel, and then you've got the
It
overlays
reminds
of
of the Sicilian Spangenhelm.
yeah, yeah. It's got that feel, hasn't it?
Yeah.
There's an inscription on where the nasal will be on a helmet with a nasal. In
Oh,
is it
that's
it
right.
yeah? Is it in
I can
Persian
read
or
it. I can read it. Nasru min Allahi wa fathun qarib. God help us in the upcoming victory.
yeah? Well, good thing to say. Yeah. So there you go. So I mean, here we've got a helmet that has a very Caucasian look to it. They like those kind of steep conical helmets. It's
Yes.
got overlays and that relate it back to historical things. It's got a Persian inscription. So it shows
Arabic,
this.
excuse me, Arabic. Is it from the
Oh,
Quran?
Arabic.
Yes.
Oh, from the Quran. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't read it, so I'm.
No problem.
But yeah, so a Quranic inscription. So it's this again. You've got Muslim groups within the Caucasus. You've
Yes.
got Muslim groups outside the Caucasus. You've got people like the Adeghe, the we call Circassians in the west,
Yeah.
who live on the northeast coast of the Black Sea up into the low hills of the Caucasus. Now, they spoke North Caucasian languages, so they're clearly related to the people in the Caucasus, but they changed from Christian to Muslim, and so therefore, a lot of the surviving stuff has Muslim inscriptions on it. That again, is that like a miniature shashka and a full size shashka
Yes.
together?
Yes. This is a small one and it's full size.
Yeah. Oh well, somebody's son had to have his own sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, like the one on the top. I mean, there's a lot of decoration on these, and I'm sure that top one you would be able to identify to a particular cultural group.
Yeah.
But look at how practical the hilt is.
Absolutely.
Again, the people are making this to use them. They want them to look pretty. They make the scabbard look pretty, but the sword itself is pure utility. It's oh, you can put lots of stuff. Oh, and the very famous cartridge containers that you wore on your Chakaska.
You see them
Um,
always. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I mean this is an amazing thing that everybody else had cartridge belts or little pouches on cartridge belts, or you've got like later when you have actual cartridges that are bullets, you have um, bandoliers and things. But in the Caucasus, they decided they'd make them part of their national dress, and they put them on their coats. And I mean, usually, I don't know how many are there. There's 2, 4, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So probably between 18 and 20 cartridges. This is for a muzzle loading musket of some sort.
Yes.
And you just turn it into art. So, I mean, these are almost certainly for muskets, not for the pistols, which would have probably had a little um, uh, powder horn and things. But the if I'm not wrong, the chains are for the caps on the top. So you take it off, you pour it into your musket, and then you put the cap back on. The whole thing doesn't hang from the chains. I think it's just the top. I'm not quite sure how they work. Whether they had a paper cartridge inside that you took out and loaded. But they're jewelry for men. There's no doubt that the better you look, the more impressive people thought you were. Again, these really practical little button triggered pistols.
Yeah.
That looks really high grade wood in the stock
Yeah.
and the handle too. I mean,
What kind of wood is
just
it?
I don't know. It's I've seen it in Russian weapons too.
Yeah.
But
Really?
the Caucasus Mountains have a lot of forests with really amazing different species of trees. See, it's obviously a hardwood of some sort. Um, yeah, I again, this is hope somebody can write in and tell us what it is. I think in some of my books on Russian collections, they talk about it. I could go through
Yeah.
and see if I can find it out and update you later. But yeah, see big ivory balls on the ends of your pistol.
Such a
And
pronounced one.
yeah, and
Pronounced one.
yeah, seriously, that's for hitting somebody. A
It looks
piece
like
of
an
ivory that,
apple.
yeah, a piece of ivory that big. Somewhere I've got some kind of 19th century billiard balls are about that size, and they're really heavy.
Yeah, yeah,
And ivory is really solid.
yeah. No,
If you shot and didn't hit the guy and he's still coming at you and you reversed your pistol and whacked him with it, that would hurt.
yeah, absolutely.
Actually, it would probably kill him. Look, more shashkas.
Yes,
And again, see those beautiful guns. The one on top is it's okay. We'll talk about it when you show us that.
yes. Oh,
Now
good.
this is so some of these shashkas have just two rings for suspension instead of that
Yeah,
back suspension that you see.
yeah.
Um, Now I'm looking at those. Yeah, see the middle one clearly fits all the way down into the scabbard. The top
Mm.
one may not. It's hard to say. There's some similarity in the shapes of the bottom of the handle, which reminds me of Peshkab's handles.
Yes.
That kind of tapering in. Uh, but again, this is not particularly interesting. You notice the middle one of the three in the middle has complex interrupted fullering on the blade.
Yeah.
The one on the left has short fullers or shorter fullers and longer fullers. I mean, it's the amount of work that the swordsmith has put into making the blades is extraordinary. I mean, sometimes you see blades that are very utilitarian, but they've got beautiful gold inlay. But this case, the structure of the blade is the artwork.
Mm.
And I'm sure the people that bought swords like this absolutely knew what they wanted and what they were looking at.
Mm.
But all of these are really high grade.
Oh, yeah, very high grade.
I mean, the Tsar would not be embarrassed to wear one of these swords on parade.
No,
The
really.
one in the dead center has
Mm.
got a massive walrus ivory handle,
Yeah,
and even at this distance, you can see
yeah,
the pattern in the ivory.
yeah, you can. Let me just go ahead and maybe I can give. No, I don't have more, but okay.
Oh,
Here we have some
that's okay.
kinjal.
Yeah. Again, you can see on the kinjal on the left, you can see the two different colors in the hilt because you can see a bit of the back of the hilt.
Let me
And the
show
one
you.
on, yeah, yeah. The one further to the right,
Mm.
both grip scales are ivory. So
Yeah.
it's a different decorative idea. And the little one, even further to the right, again, both grip scales are the same. It looks to me that the little knife and the little awl
Mm.
are part of the fittings of the scabbard of the leftmost kinjal. Do you
Yes,
think so?
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. Look at this.
Yeah. So the awl would be for punching holes in leather or undoing knots.
Mm.
They're really good for undoing knots. The
Yes.
knife is just a knife that you use for eating or
Yeah.
cutting up a piece of fruit or something.
Yeah. Very
And
nice.
again, very strong blades.
Very.
The kinjals. I mean the knife is just a knife, but the blade of the kinjal has all of those characteristics. Kinjal, Kame all have this kind of sophisticated design. Oh, so we just put two strips of gold inlaid down the blade.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
To make it more important, huh? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you take that one out and say, "Oh, I'm going to be killed by somebody important." Oh, how unfortunate. They're really amazing, aren't they?
Yeah.
We can see a close up of the tip of one of the scabbards we looked at before, and see it looks like carved ivory panels, pierced metalwork. I mean, the level of artistry in these is astonishing.
Astonishing, yes. And look at the pistols, Pete.
Yeah, see, they really love their pistols. And they're using techniques like the middle pistol, it's got like a sword handle, it's got grip scales, it's got a tang cover. I mean, the design is like a sword.
It is.
Uh, to some, I mean, not no particular sort, but the one to the extreme left is a percussion cap
Yeah,
pistol,
it is here.
but with a central hammer, which you see in
Yeah,
developed in Western Europe,
yeah,
but with a Caucasian trigger.
yeah,
So, I mean, whether it was adapted, maybe they took a mechanism and just gilded it and changed the trigger and mounted it on a barrel, a local barrel, because the barrel looks like it might be Wurtz inlaid with gold.
yeah,
Um, a double barrel shotgun with Michelet locks
yeah,
and a very Western um, stock gold inlay, whereas the one above it is totally Caucasian.
yeah,
It has the kind of lightened up version of the Turkish butts.
yeah,
It's long barrel for increased power and accuracy, as they thought at the time,
yeah.
and a Michelet lock. But that it's I'm guessing a high quality shotgun ended up in the Caucasus, and they remounted it to their taste, and then they gave it to the Tsar. Oh, look at that! Isn't that beautiful?
Beautiful. Look at the gun stock, Pete.
Yeah, it's incredible. The workmanship is. I mean, we've got two different levels of workmanship. We've got the stock, which is either wrapped in something or carved to look like it's wrapped in something. It may be carved.
Is
You've got,
carved, I think, yeah.
yeah, it looks carved to me too, which is, this is top level stuff. Then you've got the incredible inlay on the barrel and the lock.
Yeah,
I mean, that's closer to a flintlock than a Michelet,
yeah,
though it's got external springs in that. But um, and then you've got the bands around the barrel. So
yeah,
the barrel you can see figuring in the steel, but
yeah.
then you've got bands to add to the decoration.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, there's some local artist has got hold of this and turned it
Yeah,
into something else outstanding. I mean, it may have been made in the Caucasus entirely, and they just based it on a more Western style of
yeah,
shotgun and just made it more attractive.
yes,
But the inlay on that's beautiful.
yes.
More of the cartridge cases. So you've got three types of powder horn. The middle one, I think, is based on a Persian style, which is a for the priming powder.
Let me see if I have them. Oh yeah, here. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've seen one of those made in watered steel in India that was of high quality. The main powder horn in the big curved shark skin covered uh, probably would, because you don't want too much metal near your gunpowder if you can avoid it. Um, See, these are really carefully made. I don't know I don't know if you've ever handled these ones like the one in the middle. So at the top of the horn, you press that little handle that's sticking out, and that pivots. It's on a spring, and that pivots the cap on the bottom, the
I
pointy end
handled
of the horn.
Persian ones in the military museums for my book, Persian Fire and Steel. Yes, I measured them,
Yeah,
handled them. Yes.
they're really nicely designed. I mean, all these things are the concepts are uh, worldwide. So in Western Europe and
Yes.
Middle East and
Let
East
me
Asia,
just
you
go
find the
back.
same kind of things.
Okay, we
Oh yeah,
have this. Okay, and this
yeah.
look at the pistol set.
Oh yeah. This is in the um, Western style where you have all the tools and everything, but the pistols are purely Caucasian.
Yeah.
I mean, they're beautiful, aren't they? And you can see there's a of design in the way they've done all the metalwork and
You can give
the
it as a present.
yeah. This is a presentation. Cool. I've heard lots of discussion online about, are these dueling pistols? Are they target pistols? Um, Generally speaking, I would tend to think that they were target pistols.
Mm.
Um, but because pistol dueling wasn't a big thing in the Caucasus, they tended to like to try out the rame or
Yeah.
the shashka on each other. It was a lot more fun from their point of view. There's some very like that little hammer and things like that, very West European looking, as does the box. And
Yes.
I'm wondering whether it was made specifically for the Caucasian market, and then being such high quality, it was given as a present to the Tsar. Um, Here you've got the cartridge cases. Now these ones are on a. The ones on the left are on a belt. Uh, so a silver woven like bandolier kind of thing you wore over your shoulder. The others on the right are more for mounting on your jacket. Um, but they could have been mounted on a belt too. I mean, there's the pure Caucasian thing of putting your powder charges as part of your jakaska, but there is also like the Turkish style of having things hanging from on belts and everything. See how well they're made there.
Mhm. Beautiful.
So that was the second half of the 19th century. So that
Beautiful.
was pretty good. It's good when I can read the captions. I can say something more intelligent. Yeah, they're beautifully made.
Mhm.
Everything in that, as I say, I would guess that the pistols were made possibly in the West and then sent to the Caucasus to be decorated. And then at some point, someone said, "Oh, the Tsar might like that." Oh, more good stuff.
Yes.
Oh, yes, the mittens that go inside your band.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the leather part is where the end of the band ends, and that's inside the band, so you can rotate your wrist, and the male mittens are to protect your hand. See, some band have the hand protection attached directly to the band itself, and other times you have this separate um
Yes.
like mitten that you wear, and then the band fits over it. That's a very it's it looks like a European sword, but all of the decoration is Caucasian.
It's Caucasian, yeah.
Yeah. So they
Yeah.
might have thought, oh, we'll make one of those.
Yes, very nice. And look, again, we have the same. Look at this one.
Oh yeah. So a Mizurka
Yeah,
and a male shirt.
beautiful. Look at this again,
Yeah.
revisited.
Oh
All
yeah.
revisited.
Yeah. Beautiful fine round section wire. I've got one of those. A Georgian artist gave me one
Yeah,
as a present
very nice.
um
Very
for
nice.
doing some work. But yeah. See, these are small, they cover the hand, used with a shashka. It's like sword and buckler use in the West. It's like uh, sword and small sipper use in Iran.
Yeah.
And there's a similar style in Turkey as well.
Yes.
So this is a very practical thing. Now, these are interesting.
Also
A
riveted.
very,
Everything
yeah,
riveted.
beautiful. Yeah, and the quality of the mail is so good.
Yeah.
I'm
Unbelievable.
looking at those little plates are integrated into the mail.
Yeah.
And the rings that are holding the plates in are also riveted. You can see where they overlap.
Yeah.
They may even be forged welding. It's hard to say, but yeah, this kind of helmet again. It's worn fairly. You've got a hat underneath that's fairly thick,
Yeah.
and then it's sitting coming down to about there. Then this part around the face, beautifully done. I've seen photographs of people in the North Caucasus with swords of this shape.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to think what they were. It's up around the Kabardins and places like that. Um, but actual photographs from the 19th century of people wearing these swords.
Yes.
So the kind of very sharp turn in the grip uh, towards the pommel,
Yeah.
but overall only a slight curve in the sword. And if you took that blade off and put it on a shashka, I don't think there'd be too much of a problem. But it's a very Persianate hilt. Now there's a beautiful buzzer band.
Yeah.
That's really high grade. This is
Yes. Very nice.
perfect, perfect inlay, gold inlay on that.
Yes.
Oh, even more swords. See, again, the various styles.
Look at this one.
Yeah, Zulfikar,
It's
um,
Zanzibar, yes.
with a lion's head pommel and a
Yeah,
very Western-looking grip. And the
very,
one above it, the oh yeah. See, it looks Western until you get up close and you realise just how much this has been decorated in the Caucasian manner.
yeah,
But even the gold inlay on the blade
yeah,
is very of that very high, fine quality with very delicate lines.
very,
But the on the yeah, I was no, that's okay. That's okay. Just see that separate blade at the bottom without its grip.
yeah,
Look at how much that's got very thick gold work on it, but it looks like quite a strong little blade.
yeah.
Then there's a small sword ish. I'm not very knowledgeable about European swords. It does look like a small sword to me.
It is, yes.
Again, fully decorated in the local style,
Yeah, very nice.
handmade, you know. Oh, look at that.
There has
What
inscription,
does
you
it say?
see that? Yeah,
Orosh.
yeah,
Oh, my, e, v. What is, yeah.
yeah.
No, my Russian's not good enough to even. I can, I
You
can, I can. I can
look at
I
the
can't make the words up. Oh, that's really interesting too. Look at. So they've got the double shell, and they've got this little turned up bit of the quillion, like a bulb on a flower. Oh,
Georgian saber. Really,
yeah. The crossguard, the quillion, is very Turkish looking, of
yeah,
a much earlier date than this sword is. The hilt is very much like a Mamluk general officer's sword. The blade, look at the way the decoration's done. That's very Persianate, and we've got this Cyrillic inscription, uh, which is possibly dedication or something like that. But that's beautifully made. Oh, another really nice dismounted blade too.
very nice.
Double edged, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is double-edged. And
Mm.
this one, look at this one.
Yeah. Again, they're mounting in styles that are vaguely Russian
Yeah,
with
look at
some, yeah, with the eagle's head pommel.
mm,
But the crossguard is pure Middle East.
yeah.
Um, really nicely done too.
Look at this other the other one.
Yeah.
Look,
I'm looking at the blades too. The blades are quite Turkish.
look at how
Um,
beautiful it is.
the workmanship is incredible. It's like they say, we've got a really good blade. I'll keep the crossguard, we'll embellish it, and then we'll make a really modern, for the time, hilt that will appeal to the Tsar, which I'm sure it did. These,
And now we have a
and then we,
shashka. Look at this.
yeah, just showing that we can make our own stuff
Yeah.
just as decorated. I mean, there's a lot of gold on that, and it's raised, it's inlaid, raised up, and carved.
Yes.
It's oh yes. So a card and a game, a kinjal and a card knife.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's again really really good design. That scabbard's completely over the top. It's got ivory edge covers. Oh dear.
Look
But
at this.
yeah, oh yeah, that's nice. And it's got some. Is that written in Georgian or Russian?
Yeah, I
Georgian.
think so. Yeah.
It's hard to say. It
Look at
takes me
this.
half an hour to pick things. Oh, yeah, that's still a bit of Kofgari, or that might not be Kofgari. That might be just inlay with really thick wire and then carve the wire as it comes out. I've seen that done on thumb rings from Turkey. Oh, a curved one,
Yeah.
but exactly the same.
Yeah. Curve.
Yeah, curved ones weren't as uncommon as you might think. I've seen a few from the Caucasus. I handled one that was but a big one.
And we come to
But
the last panel. Look at this one.
oh, oh, look at the blade on it too.
Solid.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at this. handle.
Yeah, the inlay and the ivory,
Unbelievable.
the dragon's head or some kind of monster head. I was
Look
just
at
looking at the scabbard too. The scabbard's outrageous.
yes, look at
Oh
this
yeah,
one.
beautiful. Again, it doesn't matter how much decoration; it's still got a workable blade.
Yeah,
They never lose track of what's going on. The Kinjals are really, really attractive.
look at this one.
Oh yeah, that kind of cross. It looks almost like an X pattern in the center. It isn't. It's two lobes or leaves or something like that. Um, but oh, so beautifully done. So they're combining 3 or 4 different materials to get the design pattern. And I was going to say the blade looks as though it's got a chevron pattern watering on it, which is maybe it may be made.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does look like that where they've
look at this
layered.
one.
Oh yeah, that scabbard is really, really attractive.
Very, very
And again, another one of these long, slender muskets that they
typical.
were famously good shots.
Yeah,
Oh, this has got a little,
yeah,
so that there may have been little inlays where those
yeah.
holes are. Yeah, that
Did you like it,
really
Pete? We have come to an end of this Caucasian weapon.
beautiful quality. Beautiful quality. I
Yeah,
mean, it's hard to believe how good it is. And you think Caucasus is only a small area, and they were producing such high quality arms. And when you look at the firearms are really quite nice.
very nice.
I mean, they're well thought out. They were very, I mean, particularly the northern tribal areas, uh, were very good raiders.
Very.
When you say that, very effective raiders, good's probably not the word you want to use for it. They must have terrified their neighbours.
Yes.
But they were, and I mean, when they were fighting the Russians under Shamil, they were very effective guerrilla fighters
Very.
and caused a lot of problems. I mean, a lot of, say, Circassians and that relocated in Turkey after they were beaten by the Russians. But all these craftsmen, a high standard of connoisseurship from the rich people who could afford things like this. I mean, obviously, this level of quality is going to kings and tsars and sultans and shahs. But the general aesthetic
Yes.
that you see in everyday Caucasian weapons
Mhm.
and in their dress and in their general art forms
Mhm.
is so highly developed.
Yes.
It's
Thank you
very
very much,
impressive.
Pete, for coming to our meeting today, and hope to see you soon. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. It was a great pleasure.
Bye-bye.